Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Dirtbike for Life here. And today, if you guys can already tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how to DIY make your bike frame or your 2-stroke or 4-stroke exhaust pipe. I do not own a 4-stroke besides for a car, but that's not dirt bike. I will be showing you guys how to make them oil slick. So first off, I just used a simple sander for that, and I just sanded it down to where it's completely smooth, nice and chrome. There were some divots in here that I couldn't even really get to, even just by hand sanding it, but it's fine. I'm just gonna be pretty much just testing it out mostly. So what you want to do is just get it nice and smooth. This pipe's nice and really smooth. You're gonna want a torch. I would not suggest having a torch like this, because it is much harder to control the flame on this, and I would much rather suggest getting a regular propane torch. They work a lot better, because these ones just get too hot. Like, they get your pipe hot like way too quick. But anyways, I will be showing you guys it on a steel bike frame and also a steel pipe. Keep in mind, in the future on my CR125, I might be attempting it on my FMF Gold Series exhaust pipe, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's get to it. Hang on. So I'm just going to be adjusting it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to slowly heat up the metal, go across it evenly, and you're going to want to get it all, the spot that you're doing, you're going to want to get that heated up evenly, or at least as even as you can. And so the color change that it will be going through is it will start at a yellow and then go through like brown, like a bronze color. It'll look like a bronze color. You guys will be seeing that in a few minutes here shortly. And then after that bronze color, it turns into a nice purple, and then it goes to blue. Now you guys have to be careful on when you're doing this. You can already see it's getting nice and brown right there. So I'm gonna start focusing on spots around it. Don't be worried if it is smoking out of the exhaust pipe. That's just from your 2-stroke. That's just all the carbon being built up or whatever is inside of there. Yeah, you're just gonna want to heat it up nice and even, but be careful, because once it turns blue, it turns back to the steel color really quickly. So basically, once it just starts turning blue, you're gonna want to take your torch off of that section. Especially with this one, I might want to take it off right after it's done getting purple for a second. Yep, here it comes. As you guys can tell with this torch that I'm using, I do have an adjustable nozzle so that I can adjust it. I am trying my best on it, but if you guys do mess up, it's okay. You can always just sand this off. It is not permanent. you can just sand it off, sand it down clean to where it's back to the regular chrome, and then after you get that sanded down, you can just restart the process. So if you guys can tell, in a couple of spots it slowly started to turn white just a little bit. But the color does change really quickly. As you can see there, it very quickly started changing to purple and blue. And the tip of my torch is starting to turn red. And there's a lot of smoke pouring out of the exhaust pipe, but that's okay. You guys don't have to worry about that. You guys can also do this to household items like your spoons or whatever. You can make those a nice jet fuel color or oil slick, whatever you guys want to call it. As you guys can see right there, I did unfortunately stay on it too long. Like I said, try and keep nice and even heat. And it will turn out nice. If you guys treat it nice, it will treat you nice. Keep that in mind. Alright, so tip of my torch is glowing. I will give that thing a break. This is what your pipe is going to look like. Or you guys can make the color however you would want it to. I can feel the heat radiation. So you guys are definitely not going to want to touch this. You can see it in some of the spots. This is only my third time doing this. You can see in some of the spots it did slowly start to turn back to the chrome color. But I'm gonna take it out into the light. You can see all the smoke coming out of it still. Don't touch too close to it, because that was really hot. But anyways, this is the finished product. I'd say that looks pretty good. Now, once my torch is done cooling down, I will show you guys the bike frame. Alright, so I am back. Torch is cooled down. So let's get to it, doing the bike frame. Now keep in mind, this does not only work on steel. It does work on aluminum pipes and frames. Pretty much almost any metal. If you sand it down, at least, then it will work. Now, I've not done a lot of research on doing this, but I'm just going to turn up the heat more because this is thicker steel than it is still hollow, as you guys can see there. Oh, I held it on right there a little bit too long. It turns yellow, purple, As you guys can see right there, it did start to turn white again. Not sure exactly why the torch is sizzling. It's probably because of how low I have the flame. Yep, there it went. So if you keep it on there too long, which I'm gonna do on purpose, it does start to turn white, or back to the chrome color. Some people, I have heard some people do like that, how it looks like little puddles like that. I have seen people do that. As you can see, the metal is kind of glowing. No. Now, as you guys can see, that is obviously why you do not want to have your heat too high on your torch or hold the flame on there too long. This is our finished product. I am not keeping this bike like this. This isn't even my bike. This is my neighbor's. You can see the nice color that it gives off. And, excuse me. And, yeah, other than that, I'd say it looks pretty good for a beginner, except for those white spots. Do keep that in mind, though. I did do that intentionally. But yeah, just a quick little run through on it. All that you guys will have to do, sand it down to a nice chrome surface. Yeah, I wouldn't say chrome. A nice smooth surface. You're going to want to sand it down real nice and smooth. And then one reason why they do that is obviously because on these pipes they have that coating on them. And on this pipe especially, this is to my friend's KX65. Shout out to him. He gave me the idea of making a YouTube video on this. Go subscribe to him at, I do believe it is IDK David, all capitals, and then space in between IDK and David. So go check out his channel for sure. Go show him some love. And stay humble, my people. Peace out.